No Happy Returns by TheDawsonator1. Let's begin. 25 years do not bring happy endings. There used to be a human back in the town of Ponyville, a happy young teenage human that was just so friendly around town. That was 25 years ago, but still, his presence was remembered, but not in a good way. 25 years ago, Anonymous was charged for the death of Princess Luna. Many suggested death for him, but Celestia was merciful and gave him exile, and if he should return, then death shall take him. There was one thing nobody knew. Anonymous didn't kill Princess Luna. Some pony else did, and they got away with it. Someplace else, there is neutral ground. No kingdom owned it, but many exiled or plain criminals wit. It was ground grown on blood of sins, revenge, avenge, and downright for money and respect. This was Annon's home, a home with no house, but it was somewhere Annon stayed for the past 25 years. Now at the age of 43, Annon has gone past a few crimes, but has stayed at relative strength needed to survive. It was kill and enjoy the blood, or die by some pony serf, who will most certainly enjoy it. It was raining. Some see this as an omen. Annon was not such a creature. In his new life, he called that sound cover. Perfect murder person without too much of a silent trick. There was no such murder today. Annon was resting, for it was nighttime, and even a hunter needs his rest. Currently in a cave, Annon had made sure not to stick to any pattern or anything particular. You never knew he might be uncontrolled. Caution is a wise thing. Get too bloodthirsty, and you get everyone in this Tartarus-infested place on you. Disappear too much on any pony, and they'll look for you just to be sure you're dead, or just tired. 25 years Annon has done this. Quite frankly, he's surprised no pony has slit his throat yet, especially not griffins or even minotaurs at the very least. His appearance was not too kind. Bruises and cuts had littered his body, a scar through his eye. His clothes still the same after 25 years, in shame of his exile. Not that there was much choice for clothes. The left part of his shirt was ripped from under his armpit and up to the left of his neck hole, where his head went through. The pants were ripped in the knees, and a whole chunk of his lower right leg with nothing connected, and the boots were worn and tied. Nothing was kinda about his appearance. The only thing on his person that wasn't injuries or newer than his exile was his bloody sword. This was his one weapon, besides the small magic he could do due to Equus' influence on him. With the lightning came the shadow of a pony through the light, alerting Annon to the pony he was. It was no ordinary pony. No pony was that tall, and had wings and a horn attached to it, especially with that flowing mane. It was Princess Celestia. Annon immediately drew his sword, ready for a battle in the blink of an eye. "You! What are you doing here? Come to finish me off after all these years?" Annon got in a ready stance. "Hello, Anonymous. It's been a long time," Celestia says calmly, as though Annon had just thrown a welcome mat. "What do you want? Why won't you leave me in peace already?" Annon asks savagely. Age may have came, but Annon has never slowed down after all these years. There was no time to slow down, and Annon knew. Annon also was thinking Celestia had come to finish him off. No doubt. No pony cared about him anymore. "I am here to offer you a chance back to Equestria," Celestia says. "Bullshit. You just want to kill me. Well, go ahead and do it, because I've killed Luna, haven't I? I'm sure I could do you as well, Annon shouts at her. The rain was pouring behind her, lightning occasionally lighting up her body, while Annon was in semi-shadows. I know you didn't do it. I was wrong. The evidence was checked over until one pony, with a closer look, found evidence to be rather faulty. Further investigation proved you didn't do it. A very skilled pony, with lots of magic, had to have killed my sister. You didn't fill the requirement, Celestia said. Then who was it who killed your damn sister? Annon asked. Annon was curious to know who had caused this, who he could hunt down and kill when he was sleeping in jail, or somewhere exiled for this life he got. A sun cultist by the name of Sunlight Glow, Celestia answered. Great, I guess he got exiled, Annon answered, still not lowering his guard. No, by the time we imprisoned him, a riot broke out, causing 10 cultists deaths, and 3 of the royal guards' deaths as well. We were forced to execute him with a noose, Celestia replied, still no change in expression. So whoop-de-doo. It took, 25 years to figure this out? You ruined my life, Celestia. Don't think you are getting forgiven for it, Annon says. He didn't care about some sun cultist anymore. For anything of worth, I am sorry. I was clouded by my judgment, Celestia apologized. Liar. And even if I did want to come back, how long would it be before I get killed for murdering some pony? Annon asked Celestia seriously. Celestia showed the slightest bit of shock. Annon was no longer a teenager, young and strapping. That shell was smashed to bits, burnt and put in an urn, and then splashed again. What happened to you, Annon? You used to be such a nice person, Celestia asked, surprised at Annon's behavior. Exiled happened. Do you not understand that? You thought you'd find me in some happy life, didn't you? A life where I had a girl and new friends? Or even into some damn badass? Well, you're fucking wrong. For all these years, I was hunted, hurt, and even forced to have sex with holes to live. I lost my virginity to a horse. A deity-damned horse. She didn't even have any humility. I murdered more than your blood will ever be worth just to live. All the while, you, Twilight, and her friends have been having a comfy life. If I came back to Equestria, it would not be long before blood is on my hands. This red on the cape is not paint, you know. Annon ranted about his past 25 years. I am sorry to hear that, Celestia says with regret. Why did you come here? First, you didn't really think you'd come with me in tow, did you? Annon asked. Because... Celestia whispered a confession before turning around. What did you say? Annon asked, not sure what he heard was right in his ear. Was this true? Was Annon hearing things? The great and powerful Princess Celestia, ruler of the sun, was in love with him? Inconceivable. Just why was that? Why him? Why was this told now? I loved you, Celestia repeated a bit louder, going even redder as she turned her head away. What? Annon almost dropped the sword as his ears confirmed what was said. I may have loved you at the time of your exile, Celestia admits. You what? I don't believe it. Why me? What's so special about me that's not to any other stallion in Equestria? What? Annon asked. You must understand. Many ponies come to me hoping to be my suitor. I see only greed to advance their positions and conform me. They've been doing that forever and ever, Anonymous. Every pony wants my favor, approval and for me to grant every little thing for their petty desires. Like I was the legendary Saddle Arabia Jew. Even my own faithful former student is guilty of this fact, although she is the few that tries not to. You, on the other hand, do not see me for a way for your self-gain, or to get a stamp of approval for your desires. You see me as Celestia, without the princess before. You talk to me like your equals. None superior or what matter. It's refreshing. I respect it, Celestia explained her reasons. Annon had listened the entire time, never stopping to stare or listen to anything that wasn't Celestia herself. And you love me for that? Annon asks. I do. You may find it strange, but I really do. You are someone with backbone, power to do what must be done. The rips in your clothes, the blood on your hands, while slightly disapproving, proves that point. And I suppose the good looks as well, Celestia answers truthfully. You haven't changed after all these years, have you? But 25 years is too long to wait for some love. If it were anyone or anything else, they'd have married and had a kid by now. I'm pretty much gone out of the time, out of my prime. But what about now? How do you feel now? Annon curiously asked. Now, the same, although it breaks my heart that my quick and clouded judgment has caused such a thing, Celestia answers. To be honest, I think it would be best if you just left me in peace. If you truly love me, you can do better than a murdering, insane human who still resents you for all these years, Annon says. Celestia's stoic expression just couldn't change. She had a sadness imprinted on her face. Annon had the smallest of guilt deep down, but he had his mind made. You don't have to be like this anymore, Anonymous. Your name has been cleared. You can enter Celestia after your leisure. Twilight and the others will forgive you. Your friends will forgive you, but so will I. Celestia tried to persuade him. Annon just shook his head at Celestia's words. No, I can't do that, even if I am innocent of Lee's death. Then what? I look like a serial killer. I am one. All these years have been so much blood that a vampire would have an orgasm. How long will it take for one misunderstanding to end in something's death? This is not acceptable, Celestia. I've murdered and done it with a smile on my damn face. I fucked some mares just to please some big so I could get close to them. I've ended children for the love of whatever entity made this world. Criminals, children, despite them doing nothing wrong, so I could survive. Is this really a being you want to hang around? I'm not going back. There is no going back, Celestia. Annon declined this offer and turned around, refusing to face Celestia. You can change. It's never too late to change, Annon. Discord did. Now he's living a happy life in Celestia. Celestia tries a last chance to convince Annon. No, you may love me. You may want to excuse me from all the 10 bazillion other crimes I committed under this new sun, but I don't. I don't spill blood to eliminate those worst things. I don't do this because I am bored or like watching people die and suffer. I do this because I am a monster that has to kill the moral ground to survive. It's their death or mine, and I always choose them. Face it, me being back there would cause nothing but disaster. Your love is too blind to see it. Annon shoots down the offer even more. Please, Celestia tried once more. Annon puts a hand up to interrupt her. Stop! Just leave. I am no better than Nightmare Moon, no better than Christmas, Teardrop, that sunlight glimmer man, and everything foul that has come since. Just go. Find somebody else. You're a good man. You'll find somebody else much better than me. As for me, when I die eventually, I'll tell Luna you say hi if I find. There was a silence, and then Celestia took a breath and finally said, I accept that I cannot make you return anonymous, but know this. I don't care how much blood you spilled in this neutral place. I know you did it reasonably as possible. I refuse to believe you did this for your own amusement. But know this. Celestia will take you back if you let it, Annon. I am a patient man. I will welcome you back with open arms, Celestia says to Annon's back. Now go. Just go. I am a danger to Equestria. Just leave me to my bloodshed. My life in Equestria is long gone, Annon says, still not facing Celestia. For a time there was silence. Neither party talked. Finally, Celestia left into the night, and not a trace of where she went was seen, but Annon knew. Back to Equestria, back to raise the sun. She's done for centuries. Unbeknownst to Anonymous, there were a few tears in Celestia's eyes as she went back to Equestria, never to see him again. The effects of the conversation rang in Anonymous as he sheathed the sword that had been a tool of ending many lives. What the past 25 years has done that can't go back. Not now. It will not be forgotten. It cannot be forgotten. There was no going back. This was where he belonged now. This was his home. Author's Day. So I tried a no happy ending one shot. Tell me what you think. This is sort of the first time I tried this sort of thing, so forgive me if I messed up something. That was No Happy Returns by TheDawsonator1. It was a good story, although I would recommend that you look through it, and there's quite a few places that your grammar is off that I had to stumble over and make corrections to. But yes, if you went through it and found those issues, it would be good.